so now everybody is, you know, kind of hopping on the Crawford bandwagon. They saying Canelo's declining. You know, Eddie Hearn and jump ship on Canelo. I've seen this story before with older fighters. They wrote off Foreman on this comeback. Who did Foreman lose to? I think Foreman lost to the Evander Holyfield, and then he came back and he hit Michael Moore with one of the greatest 1-2s you'll ever see in history. And you know, watching Legendary Nights, you can find it on YouTube. You know, Moore was a fucking idiot. I ain't talking about Michael Moore from the McDonald's fucking commercial. George Foreman was just missing that too, man. That's just if I had to show a textbook 1-2, it was Foreman. Boom, pow. Like, he blinded him with the jab. And like I said, the jab for Foreman at that point was fast. That jab was fast and stiff. You know, and I say this, and I hate this. I don't say I hate him, but I don't really care for the dude as a fight. He one of the biggest fraud. But Triple G had one of the most diverse jabs. You know, Triple G had pepper it. He had step in, throw it as a power jab. Like, Foreman had a funny ass jab when with Michael Moore. Like, he threw it he threw it for speed. It looked like, and rest in peace to George Foreman. He threw it for speed, but man, when he threw it, it was hard than a bitch. It seemed like he was getting hit with a senator block. And like I said, he blinded Moore. In terms of this, for people who watch MMA, it's like Kareem Usman was beating that Leon guy. What was his name? Leon Wash. I forget the dude's name. Beating his ass. All he had to do was cruise to a victory. He got caught, and he never was the same fighter since then. Now the nigga's a podcaster, right? Shout out to Dallas, though, from Dallas. It was the same thing. All Michael Moore had to do was dance. Just dance. And my David Bowie voice. That's all I had to do. But, you know, Moore sat in there and mixed it up. Foreman was like, pow! He just kept missing that, too. He kept missing. He just kept missing it. He was a lucky shot, man. It's like, if you never seen Foreman knock out Moore, go watch that fucking fight, bro. Like, the 1-2 was immaculate. Like, that's the textbook 1-2. When I think about a 1-2, I think about Foreman. It was fast, but it was like somebody throwing a fast cylinder ball at you. It was like, pow! I'm like, ooh. Motherfucker, Moore was like, what the? Like, dog. It was a lucky shot. I don't think that shot was so lucky. Not to make this video about George Foreman, Michael Moore. I don't think that shot was so. He just kept missing that motherfucker the whole fight. He for people that want to give up, he made little adjustments and he finally, pow! I'm like, man. I was in a trailer yesterday, a couple days ago, and I heard a gunshot. Pow! I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't in there, but I was right by it. And I'm like, damn, my tire blew out. I'm like, damn, that shit sound like a gunshot. That's what it sounded like when he hit Michael Moore. Like, that motherfucker. But you have Vander. People wrote Vander off. People wrote Michael Moore, George Foreman off. I mean, even after Mayweather Cotto, people wrote Cotto off. Wrote Mayweather off. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to understand, man, like, every performance for the fighters, man, especially today where they only fight once, twice a year, that's not always the best version of the fighter. You kind of catch my drift? That's not always the best version of the fighter. So I hope y'all know that, man. Like, fighters have off nights, especially older fighters. So they wrote Bernard Hopkins off. What's going on there? They wrote Bernard Hopkins off since he lost to Jermaine Taylor. Revived his career with Kelly Pavlik. Revived it even more with a victory over Antonio Tarver. So you got to understand, fighters have second lives. You know, they like cats sometimes. Some fighters retire, they get rejuvenated, they come back. You know, they might be, old lady might be tripping, might go through a war, whatever. But I say that to say, I'm not a Canelo apologist, don't really care for the dude. But best believe, Canelo gonna get up for this fight. Canelo is going to rise for this fight. Canelo is going to rise for this fight. Mark my words. Canelo is going to rise for this fight. So when he fight William Skull, Munguia, Berlanga, it's like, I'm going to beat them putas anyway. You going to get the best version of Canelo. Y'all be thinking these motherfuckers done, finished. A lot of times these fighters just, He ain't all got it on cruise control. And I agree, he ain't look good in a minute. I'll give y'all that. That Triple G trilogy, he looked like flat out bull jive. But he don't want to lose to another black fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think you're gonna I think this is gonna be the best version of Canelo you've probably seen in quite some time. And if it ain't the best version of Canelo, I still think he got enough to win the fight. You like, damn, CJ, you selling Crawford that short? Like, y'all need to understand weight. And Crawford is a physical specimen. He's built the proper way to be able to do it. But no tune up. You know what I'm saying? Like, dealing with the man, that strength. If it becomes a fight of attrition, he in trouble. The bump and the grunt, that kind of sounded funny. This just the physicality. How's Crawford's speed gonna translate? I know how I put the weight on his body. I'm putting it on his legs. But man, my opinion, it's just too much of uphill. But he really moving up 3 weight class. I won with 54. People said we struggled with Madrimov, and he struggled with Madrimov, but Virgil Ortiz did. And Virgil Ortiz gave up the first 6 or 7 rounds of that fight. And we gotta start having on a Patreon. We gotta start showing. I gotta start showing y'all how to score a fight. Real talk. I gotta start scoring niggas how to score, because y'all just be saying shit. Y'all have no scorecard proof. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all going off the naked eye. Boxing doesn't go off the naked eye. Well, he landed 100 more shots. What if he landed 100 more shots in a 3-round period? I'm just hypothetically. We know this probably won't happen. Nigga get down on you 100 shots in 3 rounds. The referee probably need to wave it off. But in reality, let's say, in those 3 rounds, he threw 100 shots. But for the rest of those 9 rounds, you got outboxed. Come on. So copy box tell half the story, just like box rec tell half the story. So y'all got to understand that it's a round. Either it's a 9-10, it's an even round, was it 9-9, 8-9, 8-10, 7-10. Usually that's the worst I've seen with 7-10 or something like that. That's it. You can have 2 7-10 rounds, be up 6 points. And what if the guy sweep the rest of the way? He won by a point. Or he get a knockdown or 2. It's the point system. And then when you start breaking down the point system to people, well, we need to change these nuts. And my Minister Jab voice, change these nuts. When you make a point with clarification within the rules and how it's given, they always want to move the bar. No, this is how we score boxing. So if you're not gonna, say, well, he got robbed or he should have won, and you can't back your claim up based on the boxing judging scoring opinion, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Literally. So I think it'll be interesting. I thought Crawford looked fantastic at 54. He was stronger than Madrimov. Every time he touched Madrimov, he hurt him. That was my interpretation of it. Every time he touched Madrimov, he hurt him. And some of the things I was suspecting that Madrimov do from watching film on him, he didn't do. He didn't throw his looping shots. He threw something with Virgil Ortiz, and Virgil Ortiz, I feel like, did a great job catching him. I'll give him that. So, but I expect the best version of Canelo. When they all count you out, or he's declining, he's this, he's that. When they all count you out, a lot of them legendary fighters or older fighters, that's what they need, for people to start motivating them. Okay, he motivated, I fight Crawford. It's a motivation there. Oh, people count me out, but sometimes you so far removed from being competitive because you made so much money in the sport. You so far removed from being a true competitor. I tell you this, I used to hoop every day after school my senior year, right? I stopped playing basketball in high school because the coach in my original high school said some wild shit to my mom. My mom was like, that was just like disrespectful and shit. So I didn't want to hoop for him. So I swear to God, I'm not hooping. Like I said, but we used to hoop when I had a car. We used to hoop at the school, and I was every day. And then for the summer, I ain't hoop. I had to stack up bread to go to school. I stacked my bread up, and I started back hooping. I just couldn't hoop no more. Like I really couldn't turn it on no more. Like it was a wrap. So I just stop hooping. Like I just didn't really feel that. So sometimes, we get so used to hitting that switch and we could turn it on and turn it off. Some people need the switches drinking coffee in the morning. Some people switches just trying to make regular analogy. Some people switches, okay, I know I'm about to we only got 3 hours left. Let me rush through my work. You know what I'm saying? Some people switches, let me do all my work in the beginning of the shift so I can chill at the end of the shift if possible. And some fighters, they hit the switch when they gotta get up for certain fighters. And we about to see if Canelo can hit that switch versus Crawford. If Canelo don't hit that switch versus Crawford, I think he need to walk away. I understand he got more money on the back end. Could be Berlanga, Shiraz, Bevel, whoever they put in there, Chris Eubanks, whatever. But I feel like if he don't hit that switch versus Crawford, you know what I'm saying, and pack Crawford the fuck up, I think I think it's over with. He didn't hit the switch from Triple G. Didn't hit the switch from. I feel like he carried one gear, but that's my opinion. Didn't I? Man, I don't know why he would carry Berlanga then. So that maybe that. So I feel like he hit that switch, and I know people are like, man, you really like. I'm not a fanboy. I'm a realist. I'm looking at this from a logical standpoint of view. There's no disrespect to nobody here. Logical standpoint of view. Y'all got to understand the jump that this man about to make. It's crazy. He better hope Canelo having problems, making weight. He better hope that. But like I continue to tell y'all think weight class is a joke. You know what I'm saying? Fander made the jump a couple weight classes. Spinks, Michael Moore did it too. Roy Jones made the jump, tried to jump his ass back down. Shouldn't have. But you got some guys that can make that jump. But it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Canelo ain't no hoe. He might be a lot of things, but he ain't no pump bitch. I know pump. I know pump bitch. What movie was that with the Chinese guy? Was it Friday? I forgot what movie was. I know pump bitch. Remember Kim Jong? I know that nigga was from Mr. Child from the Hangover. I love watching the Hangover movies, man. That shit is so fucking hilarious, dog. He from Detroit. You fuck on me? That nigga say, I know Alan is hilarious. What Alan say? He said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for Godzilla did to your people. I hate Godzilla. Shit, dog, man. I'm about to watch that shit tonight, dog. Man, that shit had me crying, dog. That movie crack. All three of them movies cracks me the fuck up. It was dope to see John Goodman in the movie too, and Mike Epps, but he was like, "You fuck on me." He said, I'm sorry what Godzilla did to your people. I hate Godzilla too. No, that. Oh, man, I love those movies, man. Bradley Cooper, everybody that was in that movie, bro, was fired, bro. But hey, I'm one of those guys that know a lot of actors' names. I'm a research guy. But hey, let me know what y'all think. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. Please join the Patreon in my Diddy voice. Please listen to my Patreon and join my Patreon. Even though Jermaine Dupri said it first, please listen to the remix. He said it first, but I hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon, X, Free Game 89, Motor City Sports Talk, Cash App, Venmo. Shout out to the brother Vinny for donating, everybody that do. Peace.